Hello, welcome to GRL Talks back, but we have a new host. It's me, it's Lemon. Hi, I'm the new host. Pat's taking a sabbatical. He has other jobs to do, so he's left this great job for me. I have three people to interview today. I have Mr. Krister. Do you want to say hello?
Hello, hello.
I have Ted Head,
So,
and I have Wordy Shrooms or
good
Dillygaff Racing,
afternoon.
whatever name we're going with. Dillygaff Racing. We'll start for the minute. So I'm gonna start with Mr. Krister first. So first question, Mr. Krister. You
Yes.
had the largest win gap in the entire league. Was it a lucky race for you, or are you pushing for the championship this season?
Uh, I'm kind of pushing for the championship, but that can backfire me a little bit because I can maybe be moved up to Division 3 and then I maybe lose my gap that I can maybe get if I stay in Division 4. But we're gonna have to see these two races, well, on Monday in Barcelona in Spain, to see if there is still a huge gap in race pace or not. But that all depends how it goes.
Yeah, of course. I mean that leads me on perfectly to the next question I had for you, because with the rumors of you being potentially moved up, of course, with that win gap, is that going to affect how you drive in Spain? Like, are you going to be kind of hiding a bit of the pace in efforts to stay in a division where you know you can compete at the front?
No, I'm gonna always try my best. Uh, it Barcelona is one of my weak sides. They in the tracks at least. Kota is one of the best tracks. I have driven there in that track all the time, practicing and all that. So in Kota, I know the track pretty well. So I was not that surprised with the huge gap. But Barcelona, I don't know about that because I'm not that strong in that track.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we saw a lot of people because we had, I think, what, three social races there. So a lot of people did very strong, and a lot of people who maybe weren't as active at the start haven't done as strong this week. It could be an interesting one. Now, about your team of Red Bull. Red Bull won two out of the seven divisions this round one, and they've only found themselves on 76 points. You have over a third of that with 27 for yourself. Do you have the confidence in your team to perform up to your standard, or are you going to have to carry them to a OCC finish?
Uh, I mean, I cannot. I'm not Max Verstappen, so I cannot do that. I mean, it's really hard because there's 7 different divisions, so I cannot do it alone. But for now, in Division 1 with my uh, not teammate, but my team from Division 1, Nardo, he did pretty well also with a 14-second gap in the race from P2. So I think in Division 1, I think there's gonna be safe. My teammate did pretty good, in my opinion. He had some incidents, sadly, but he got up points at least.
Hmm.
So for me, it's more consistency to at least get 1 point because 1 point can help in the overall construction championship. So yeah, I haven't seen so much the other divisions, but in Division 6 there's another teammate P2 there, and Division 7 also P3. So I think we're pretty good for now. There's some other teammates that DNF, but that's what it is. That's racing. So yeah, it was the first race of the season, but there's still a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot to go. Now I'll do a couple of predictions for you for Barcelona home Grand Prix. Confidence? You feeling confident?
I don't know, like I said before, Barcelona is not a strongest track, though it's my home country. Uh, I'm gonna have to work for it, I think. But Ban Skirat in the same division, he was pretty good also in the race. He came P2. I think he was like 2 tenths behind me because he invalidated. If not, he would have been on pole in quali. So I think he's a pretty strong driver. So let's see how it goes. But I think I'm pretty confident because I know how to lift and coast pretty good because I have done this a lot of endurance racing in Assetto Corsa or Le Mans Ultimate. So I know how that bit goes.
Yeah. So I'll just ask you for who do you think is going to be on pole and who do you think is going to be the top three around Spain?
Mm. I mean, I want to put myself up there, but I don't think I'm gonna be on pole. I think it's gonna be between Atom or Ben's circuit. Uh, and then for the rest, I have no idea.
Fair. That's fair. Anyway, thank you. Very good hearing from you. We'll move to Ted from Div 3. Let's quickly have a look at those results. So, Ted, how are we?
Good, mate. You?
Yeah, doing absolutely brilliant. So, you had a great race with the P2 finish. Is that something that you think you can do consistently since you've moved up from Division 4 to Division 3 this season?
Definitely, 100%. I think I definitely put in more effort than 99% of the people in my division. So that definitely helps when it comes to the races. So I don't see why I can't do that weekly.
Yeah, completely, especially when you're qualifying as high as you were as well. Now, the only guy that beat you, Big T, seemed to have a bit of the better of you with 16 second gap. Since he's just, a superior Ferrari driver, and all Ferrari drivers who've ever drove a Ferrari are superior, how do you feel about him in your division?
Um, yeah, because he's Ferrari, he's obviously way too quick for division.
Yeah, but he's
Nah,
allowed to be.
he seemed very, very fast. In quali, I think it was very close between the top four, but that race pace, there was not much challenging him, to be honest. He I tried for a bit, but it seemed when I was pushing my hardest to keep with him, he was just saving his tires. Then when my tires wore out a bit, he could just go off into the distance. So definitely be difficult to beat him.
Yeah, I mean, well, if we look at the gaps between 2 to 4, I. Sorry, 2 to 5, I think with your 5 seconds penalty, position P2 to P5 are separated by 4 tenths in the race.
Yeah,
That's what
sounds
the app
about
say.
right.
That's like in the race, not in qualifying. That's in the race.
Yeah, yeah,
That's crazy. So just get Big T gone, and then this is going to be one of the best divisions to watch in the entire league.
100%.
Perfect. Now I'll ask you a question about your team now because you're obviously a team owner as well. Your team are currently sat second in the OCC with a couple of very high results and some who were unexpectedly low, to say the least. Is it fair to say that with a bit more focus from your team, you can be real title challengers this season?
100%. I think in every division we have strong lineups, and I don't see why with a bit more luck or people maybe who weren't on form in the first race, especially the Div 6 lineup of Rels and Zesny. They're definitely a constructor challenger in their div, but they had a poor race. I think scored 2 points
Mm.
between them, which yeah, it's not the best, but I think they'll bounce back, and yeah, I think we could definitely win it this season.
Well, I suppose so. The main question for you is: have we seen the return of Season 10 Ted Head challenging for OCC, Drivers' Championship, and Div 3 Constructors?
Yeah, definitely. That's the goal, 100%.
Yeah, winning it all, winning it all. Pipped you a little bit last time, but you did win 2 out of the 3, so we can't really complain. All right, thank you, Ted. Been a pleasure. Been a pleasure.
Thank you.
I'm gonna quickly make sure that I'm recording on the right scene. I am. Sorry, that's gonna be terrible to watch on the actual podcast, but I had such a feeling that I just wasn't actually recording. So anyway, anyone who watched that, don't worry about it. All right, Dylan. Hello. Hello, Wordy Shrooms.
Good afternoon. How are we doing?
How are we? So, a couple questions for you here today as well. You missed round one. You missed round one. You had a race
Yeah.
ban, for a pen in season 11 that carried over into the first round of season 12. Were you paying much attention to Div 7 in round one?
Well, yeah, I was meant to do the comms for the division, but unfortunately my game wasn't updating. So I ended up flicking through a few streams and watching a few drivers. So managed to get a bit of background information, which was quite handy to do. So it's opened up my eyes as to what I'm going to be facing on Monday.
Fair. Did Simon not do the comms?
No.
No, he didn't do the comms in the end.
Let's not bring that mistake back up.
Based on
Oh
what you've
God.
seen, where would you place yourself in the division?
I mean, it's only the first race, and it's one of those people still will get moved about. I feel like there's one or two drivers that may get moved up from Div 7, so it's a hard one to tell. But I feel like easily top 10, possibly top 5.
Yeah, I think as well with the amount of carnage that went on at turn one, it's really difficult to tell where people stand in.
Well, I'm kind of happy I missed Kota because I know it's one of my weak tracks, so there's a few points deductions saved there.
Yeah, it was a good couple. Would you say this season is going to be clean for you in regards for penalties?
I mean, I've had a look through the calendar, and all but one circuit I know I can race really well at. So I am aiming for my best season this year. I would like to try and get a top 5 overall championship position in the division.
It's definitely possible. Now last season you seemed to have a heated rivalry with a certain other driver who missed round one, called Harry Hale. He went first
Yes.
overall. He went first overall in his division. Does that mean that there's part of you that wants to beat him even more this season, especially because you're already on level playing ground, both missing round one?
I mean, end of the day, a pick's a pick. We both got picked. We're both on the grid. So we'll just have to see how the season actually plays out between the two of us and see how this rivalry continues.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I know Ted obviously had Harry in his team last season. I'll actually go back to Ted to ask what's your opinion on the rivalry here?
I think there's a clear winner in the rivalry, and it's definitely not Harry Hale. So
It's never gonna be Harry Hale. Actually, I've just remembered I forgot to do some predictions. So Ted, while you're here with me, can you do some predictions quickly for Div 4? Sorry, Div 3. Who do you think is pole, and who do you think are going to be the top three?
I think pole will be Power Tuan. I think top three will be Big T in second. I think I'm gonna win, and then third I'll go Turbo Chris, my teammate.
Back in the team. Okay, that's yeah, I don't mind that prediction at all. Then Warrior Streams, back to you for your predictions for Div 7 for this week.
So predictions for Pearl. I feel like it's going to be a tight one between Warpaint and Frankus,
Ooh,
Ferrari v Racing Bull,
yeah, we're very close last week.
because they were very close last week. So I'm interested to see what they will do this week. And I feel like the top 3 is going to be. Hopefully, I want to see 2 Ferraris, 2 Racing Bulls up in the top 4. That's what I want to see. What order? I don't know, but hopefully they can produce some good battles.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in this week. We should be back next week with another roundup of Catalonia. We'll see if any of these predictions were correct. And yeah, cheers.